Welcome back. It's the DAZN Boxing Show. It's your boy Akin, and we have a special today. We all have something to look forward to. Some of us make New Year's resolutions. We got to get in the gym and get in shape. You have to eat healthier. But us here at the DAZN Boxing Show, we just look forward to fights. That's right, big fights. So for myself and the entire DAZN Boxing team, each and every one of us is going to give you a fight that we'll look forward to seeing. So I'll start with mine. Now this fight, at one point, it was very anticipated in the sport of boxing. Not so much now. One guy is still undefeated, the other guy isn't, but the other guy lost his second fight and then went on a rampage and was considered the best fighter in the world for a very long time. And that's Lomachenko. I want him to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. You remember there was a time where Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe kept saying that, he's not ready for Loma. That's the fight people were asking for. He's not ready. He's done so much in the sport. There's nothing else to prove. You are an elite fighter. You have been on the pound for pound list. That's an intriguing matchup. I know people are talking about Shakur or Devin Haney, and I love those fights as well. But if I can pick 135 pound matchup, it has to be both southpaws, the puncher versus the boxer. Gervonta Davis versus Lomachenko. It has to happen in 2023. That's the fight I want to see. Let's see what my boy, the bully, what he has next.
All right, thank you, Op. That's a great fight. I wouldn't mind to see that next year. That's a fight we've been wanting to see for years. All right, now listen, call me Captain Obvious, because I want the most anticipated fight since boxing was invented, and that's Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. Now let me tell you why. Not just because I want to see that fight and they're great fighters. When people are criticizing the sport, when the critics are saying, hey, boxing is not the same no more. Oh man, the best are not fighting the best like the 80s, the 90s, or whatever. They're only talking about one fight, and that's Crawford versus Spence. Literally, because in every era, there's fighters that don't fight each other. That's it. But this fight right here, I think is the most meaningful fight of all times. I mean, even better than Tito Trinidad versus Oscar De La Hoya. Why? Because in my opinion, both of these fighters are better than those two fighters. Yes, I said it, better. And that's the fight I want to see. These guys are young, they're undefeated, they're in their prime. Now's the right time. We don't want to wait to see them fight when they're 39 years old or when after they got a loss. Let's get this fight now. We've lost so many other fights like that, waiting, and then they take a loss. Please give us that fight in 2023. You heard that, Ade? You up next, bro.
Thanks, Barak. Look, that was good. It was good. I'm not going to disagree with it. But come on, the best fight out there right now is between two unbeaten light heavyweight champions, brick versus brick. Dimitri Bivol versus Beterbiev. To see who really is the number one in the light heavyweight division. You've got Beterbiev, who's got 3 belts, who's been a wrecking machine against everybody. And Bivol, for me, the fighter of the year so far. Beat Canelo, beat Ramirez. Can he beat Beterbiev? That's the fight I am desperate to see. You have a puncher versus a boxer, both unbeaten. Give me that every day of the week. Take my money for that one right now. That's the fight I want to see. Like, I'm going to be greedy. They said do one. I'm going to do another one. Quickly. AJ Fury. Just because who doesn't want to see a stadium sold out in 10 seconds? That's what I want to see as well. So Bivol Beterbiev there. Maybe AJ Fury just above it. That's my two. All right, Tone, look, you're not going to be able to beat that, but what's yours?
Right. Adi, thank you very much. Listen, I'm going to have to go with Barak. I really do like Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford, but I'm going to put a little spin on this, and no one sees this one coming. I want to see AJ against Deontay Wilder. This is like the Thriller in Manila times 10. This is like, it's madness. It's absolute chaos. So I can't wait to see it. It's going to happen. The world wants to see it. Do not miss that one. I know you won't. Hey, Sergio Mora, I'm going to have to pass this one over to you now.
Hey, cheers, mate. Good looking out, Tony, but I'll tell you what I want to see, the same thing you want to see is one of these social media followers, in particular, Jake Paul, take on a real boxer. So how about Jake Paul, Sergio the Latin Snake Mora in 2023? Sign me up. But in all seriousness, I would love to see Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez fight in either September or in May. 2023, 2024, I don't care. That's the fight that I want to see. It's a Mexican holiday. It's going to be between two Mexican fighters. It makes all the sense in the world. Speed, explosiveness, power. That fight ends in a knockout. Give me Benavidez Canelo. What say you, Todd Grisham?
Thank you, Latin Snake. In my mind, there wasn't a better fight in all of 2022 than Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. But if I get my wish, next year's female fight will be even bigger. And that's Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano Part 2. Let's do it. I mean, how can this fight not happen? In Ireland, Croke Park, in front of 80,000 fans. I mean, can you even imagine it? And we all know the state of boxing in the country of Ireland over the last few years. It's ugly. Let's not get into it. But boxing's been gone. Let's bring it back with the biggest fight in female history, ladies and gentlemen, and in front of a crowd that none of us thought ever possible for female boxers just a few years ago. That's where we are with the state of women's boxing right now. I want to see it in 2023, and if they rise to the occasion like they did at Madison Square Garden, they're going to have the fight of the year again. And with that, I send it over to Mr. Grinch himself, Chris Mannix.
Thanks, Todd. So the fight that I want to see in 2023 is a middleweight matchup between Gennady Golovkin and Jaime Munguia. It was just back in 2018 that Jaime Munguia was ready, willing, and able to step into the ring with Gennady Golovkin. The Nevada Commission said no. They didn't think that Jaime Munguia was ready for it. Well, he's most definitely ready for it right now. And this would be a true crossroads type of matchup. You've got Gennady Golovkin, 40 years old, looking to get one more big win to add to his Hall of Fame resume, and Jaime Munguia, looking to prove to the skeptics that he is the real deal, to make his name in the 160-pound division. There's been a lot of criticism of Jaime Munguia over the last couple of years for not taking the biggest and best fights. There's a lot of criticism right now around Gennady Golovkin. Most people don't believe he has much, if anything, left. This would be a great chance for both these guys to make their mark. And I think it's a makeable fight. It's a marketable fight. It's a big fight. It's a potentially explosive fight between two guys that are known for an all-action style in the ring. So hopefully we get that. From all of us here at DAZN, hope you have a great holiday, and hopefully we get all these fights in 2023.